What if your mind didn't break because you were weak, but because it was trying to keep you alive? Sometimes, what looks like damage is actually survival in disguise. Sometimes, we call ourselves broken because the world made us believe healing should look pretty. But trauma isn't a movie moment. It's the quiet panic when someone touches your shoulder, the way your body stiffens at a sound no one else notices, the smile you force so people won't ask what's wrong. Sexual trauma doesn't just hurt once. It rewires the way you trust, love, sleep, and even breathe. And the hardest part? You start to question yourself more than what happened to you. In this video, we'll uncover why your mind reacts the way it does, the hidden logic behind fear, numbness, and shame, and how those reactions were never weakness, but survival. If you've ever felt lost inside your own body, stay with me. This might help you understand what's really happening underneath the silence. 1. The body remembers what the mind forgets, CPTSD. Your body is the diary your mind tries to burn. Even when you think you've moved on, it remembers. The smell of a certain perfume, the slam of a door, the way footsteps echo in a hallway. Suddenly your heart races, your muscles tighten, and you have no idea why. That's not weakness. That's your nervous system doing its job. After trauma, the brain rewires itself for survival, always scanning for danger, even when none is there. What if your body isn't betraying you, but protecting you? This constant alertness is what experts call CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. It's not about the past refusing to die. It's about your body refusing to let you die again. Healing starts not with fighting your body, but learning to speak its language, breathing, grounding, and letting it know, you're safe now. 2. The logic of fear, trust, and intimacy. After trauma, love can feel like a loaded weapon. You want to trust, but even kindness feels suspicious. A friend hugs you too long, and your body freezes before your mind can explain why. It's not that you don't want connection. It's that your brain has learned closeness equals danger. The same system that once kept you safe now misreads love as threat. You're not cold. You're cautious. That fear isn't irrational. It's protective logic. When you've been hurt by someone who was supposed to care, safety and love become tangled together. So you test people, you pull away first, you say, "I'm fine," when you're actually terrified of needing anyone again. Healing trust doesn't mean forcing yourself to open up. It means letting someone prove, slowly, gently, that this time, the touch won't burn. 3. The silent weight of shame. Shame is the quietest jail in the world. It doesn't scream. It whispers, "It was your fault." And somehow, that lie feels safer than the truth. Because if it's your fault, at least you had control. That's the cruel logic of trauma. Your brain would rather blame you than accept that you were powerless. It's how it protects you from chaos. You replay the scene, rewrite it in your head. If I had said no louder, if I had left sooner. But what if shame isn't guilt? It's grief. Grief for the person you used to be, for the safety you once had, for the innocence that's gone. Healing starts when you stop asking, "Why didn't I fight?" and start saying, "I survived." Shame only loses its power when spoken out loud, when someone looks at you and says, "It wasn't your fault." 4. Living outside your own skin, dissociation and body image. Have you ever watched your life like a movie? Your body moving, smiling, talking, but you're not really there? That's dissociation. It's the mind's emergency exit. When the pain is too much, it quietly unplugs you from your body so you can survive the moment. But the problem is, sometimes the body never gets plugged back in. You start feeling numb instead of safe. You stop recognizing the person in the mirror. Food, touch, even sleep, all feel foreign. Detachment isn't apathy. It's survival wearing a mask. Many survivors punish their bodies because that's the only part they can control. But healing isn't about reclaiming perfection. It's about learning to live inside yourself again. Touch your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That's proof. You're still here. 5. The flashback loop. Triggers and grounding. Flashbacks are time machines you never asked for. You could be washing dishes, hearing a door slam, or smelling a certain cologne, and suddenly, you're back there. Your brain doesn't see a memory. It sees danger. So it floods your body with adrenaline, racing heartbeat, trembling hands, even when you're safe at home. The past doesn't just live in your mind. It hides in your senses. The trick isn't to snap out of it. It's to gently remind your body that this moment is different. Try the rule of 5. Name 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. Each step brings you back to the present. Healing isn't erasing memories. It's teaching your brain the difference between remembering and reliving. 6. Grieving the version of you before it happened. No one tells you that healing feels a lot like mourning. You're not just recovering from what happened. You're grieving the person you were before it did. The carefree version of you who could laugh without scanning the room. The one who believed the world was safe. Some days, you'll ache for that version like she died. And in some ways, she did. But maybe you didn't lose her. Maybe you're becoming her protector. Grief after trauma is tricky because there's no funeral, no closure. Just quiet sadness that lingers in the background of your life. Healing isn't about going back to who you were. It's about meeting who you've become, with gentleness. You can miss your old self and still love the person you're becoming. Both truths can exist at once. 7. Relearning safety, healing, and therapy. Healing isn't a straight road. It's a circle you'll walk many times. Some days, you'll feel strong and open. Other days, even a gentle voice can make you flinch. That's okay. Safety isn't found once and kept forever. It's something you relearn over and over. Therapy helps. CBT, EMDR, somatic work. But so does something as simple as taking a deep breath, journaling, or walking outside to remind your body the world still holds gentle places. You don't need to rush your healing. Your pace is not a delay, it's your rhythm. Real progress often looks invisible, like choosing to rest instead of run, to speak instead of stay silent. Recovery isn't about fixing who you are. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you to be afraid. If you've ever wondered why you feel too much or nothing at all, this is why. Your mind didn't break. It adapted. Every panic, every shutdown, every silent scream was your body's way of saying, I'm trying to protect you. Healing isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about finally feeling safe enough to remember, without falling apart. It's about teaching your heart and your body to stop fighting each other and start walking home together again. You are not your trauma. You are the person who survived it, and that makes you far stronger than you think. If this episode helped you understand your pain a little more, share it. Someone else might need these words tonight. And if you're ready to keep healing, check out our next video, How Survivors Rebuild Intimacy After Trauma. Because this story doesn't end in pain, it ends in coming home to yourself.